Here's why you'll play Charlotte in the AXP lane in honor of Kings. First off, she has high damage potential, allowing her to deal heavy burst damage with her combos. She also has excellent mobility, making it easy for her to engage and disengage from fights. Charlotte has strong sustain thanks to her ability to restore health during combat, allowing her to stay in fights longer. Additionally, she has crowd control with her slows and cripple effects, helping her control the battlefield. However, Charlotte is highly skill dependent, requiring precise combo execution to maximize her damage. She also struggles against hard CC, as being controlled can interrupt her skill combos. Lastly, she is vulnerable to burst damage, meaning she can be taken down quickly if caught off guard. Charlotte's passive ability, Splash Graduation. When any of Charlotte's skills hit an enemy, her next skill will be enhanced as a follow-up attack, and she gains a stack of a mark for 4 seconds. After accumulating 3 stacks, her next basic attack is enhanced into a follow-up attack, 7-star Radiant Sword, which locks onto an enemy and deals 7 strikes of damage. Each strike deals physical damage and slows the enemy. The final strike deals additional damage based on the enemy's lost health. During this sequence, Charlotte gains damage reduction. The follow-up attack also applies a cripple effect, reducing the enemy's attack speed for 4 seconds, stacking up to 2 times. Charlotte's first skill, Tri-Slash, releases a flashing triangle sword in a designated direction after a short delay, dealing physical damage to enemies in its path. If she hits an enemy, her movement speed increases significantly for a short duration, allowing her to reposition or chase opponents effectively. Charlotte's second skill, Splash Founds, dashes in the designated direction, performing 6 rapid thrusts. Each thrust deals physical damage and restores health. This skill allows her to sustain herself during fights while also dealing consistent damage. Charlotte's ultimate, Power Gradation, draws 7 swords marks in place, each dealing physical damage and slowing enemies. From the second sword mark onward, the damage is reduced. While casting this skill, Charlotte enters a super armor state and gains passive damage reduction, allowing her to survive enemy burst attacks while dealing massive damage in return. A typical skill combo of Charlotte is to start with her first skill, second skill, squeeze in a basic attack, ultimate, then another basic attack to maximize damage output. Moving on to builds, I usually build Boots of Tranquility, Axe of Torment, Frostcar's Embrace, Pure Sky, Long Night Guardian, and finally, Starbreaker. These are arcanas that go along with this build. As for common skills, the best common skill for Charlotte in my opinion are Flash for quick repositioning or even Execute to finish off low health enemies quickly. Charlotte counters heroes who rely on basic attacks due to a cripple effect. She performs well against slow and immobile heroes who cannot escape her combos. However, she struggles against heroes with heavy crowd control, as being stunned or silenced disrupt her damage up. Heroes with strong burst damage also can take her down before she can activate her sustained effects. She should prioritize upgrading first skill first, as it provides strong poke and mobility. Use second skill to back up for sustain and extra damage, and most importantly, upgrade her ultimate whenever available for maximum impact in fights. Charlotte excels at extended fights due to her passive, which enhances her attacks after using skills. Make sure to stack her passive before fully committing to a fight for maximum damage. Use first skill to initiate and boost movement speed, allowing you to chase or reposition. Follow up with second skill for additional damage and sustain, then finish with a basic attack to trigger her passive. Ultimate should be used when engaging in team fights or when fighting multiple enemies, as it grants damage reduction and super armor, making it difficult to interrupt. Positioning is always key. Charlotte thrives in close combat, but she can be vulnerable if caught by hard crowd control. Take advantage of her mobility to dodge skill shots and reposition during fights. Finally, always be aware of enemy burst heroes who can take you down before you have a chance to sustain. If facing heavy CC, consider purchasing resistance-based items to improve survivability.